Welcome to Toffee TV, to the most relaxed, chilled out, just zen match preview since Arsenal 2 years ago. Arsenal 2 years ago when we just stayed up. Although when we did that match preview, the adrenaline was probably still pumping through our veins after the Crystal Palace game. But this is probably the most chilled out match preview we could ever have, because we go to Luton in...
Did you have to check that we were playing?
No.
you look.
It's on there.
I know, but you look.
No, that's the team there. Against Luton Town, who and don't get me wrong, it's a huge game for Luton Town. So Everton, first of all, must respect this game, because it is a massive game for Luton and Forest. They must respect this
and potentially
game.
Burnley.
Yeah, and potentially Burnley, and hopefully, John, they do respect it, because I think not only do, with everything that's gone on this season, because I've heard a couple of people said, wouldn't it be funny if we rocked up and just like last day of the season against Arsenal, just be like loads of kids, or this game? I was like, no, because you know what? We've had enough grief this season that don't do that. Let us be the good guys. Let's go down. Yeah. Let's go down there on Friday night, and let's be the good guys, and let's play the game properly. And everyone after the game can say Everton did their bit there, no matter what the result is. Everton did their bit against Luton Town. It was a good game. They're not on the beach, because I think when we're talking about people being on the beach and stuff, it's very disrespectful to the fans who go and watch them. So Friday night, I really hope Everton bring it.
Ditto.
Yeah.
Ditto. And when we did the post-matchy stuff, perhaps more you, because I was in the car driving home and stuff, after Chelsea, and then we talked in the studio, I said, look, you have to consider it an anomaly. We just didn't turn up. It's one of them things, right? Best way to prove it is finish the season unbeaten.
Yeah.
1 defeat in 9. Yeah. Hopefully, out the next 3 games, say 2 draws, 2 wins and a draw, maybe. Because we beat Luton, which we're capable of, and then we do the same to Sheffield, and then we go to Arsenal. It's not flip-flop time then.
No.
That's the one where, as me and Ned were talking on the 1 o'clock, where you could be in a... Well, he's done it 2, but 3, whenever it bloody was, right? But the point is, we've got to finish above Brentford.
Yeah.
And if Crystal Palace slip up, get above them.
Yeah. Couple of players there.
Yeah. Well, that's £100 a week wage bill.
Yeah.
Sorted right there. Yeah. So, and if we're going to go for frees, maybe we have to pay big salaries, a bit like we did with Toffee, right? Yeah. So it's not flip-flop time.
No.
It's a bit like the old the appeal thing. Let's not bother because we're safe now. Yeah. No principles. You still go
absolutely,
for it.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. And Everton, as I said, with all the points deductions and everything else, we should be looking for it to get as many points. Should be looking to say at the end of this season, well, actually, the points we actually won are the same as a Brighton or a Fulham or a Bournemouth or whoever else has been talked about as doing really well this season. You know, Everton should be able to hold their head up and say, actually, as a season for points, we've done really, really well there. And whereas we've been picking up points in the last few weeks with that stress and that pressure, it'd be interesting to see what Everton play like without that pressure and that stress.
And there's, again, we talked about it before, there's a little margin, isn't there, where the lack of stress makes you a little bit more relaxed, and you play better as a consequence. You go too far relaxed, and that's the flip-flop territory.
That's what we saw on Saturday, I think, with Brentford, is literally, if you are 1-2% off, you don't need it as much as the other side, and you're quite similar in your ability. The one who really wants it should just edge you. I mean, I think Thomas Frank came out after that and said, really, that game was a draw. And in many ways, he's right. And Everton won it because they just wanted it more. Yeah. Jessica Ganagay wanted to put that ball in the back of the net more than their defender wanted to stop him. Yeah. And it might be the same in this game, but what we've got to make sure is that we want it more. And the table says, and the amount of games we've won, that we're a better side. Our defence, and don't get me wrong, Luton have beaten us twice this season at Goodison Park, and
so there's the pride thing.
If again, do not make it 3 times. Do not let them go, we beat you 3 times this season. We're a better side. They're not a better side. They've got heart. They've got determination. They've done brilliantly this season.
They've been the better side twice on the day.
I mean, I don't know about better.
The outcome tells you.
Yeah, the outcome, that's not always the better side, though. Yeah. But I think Everton, I think all of us, we just want to see our team.
We do.
Finish the season strong. We'll win this game, go into the Sheffield United game, enjoy that, thinking, the 3 points there. What a finish to the season. Gives you all that optimism, gives you all that hope going into the new season. There's still a lot of negativity in the Everton world at the moment. Park that. Forget about that till after the season or whatever. Let other people deal with that. The footballing side, let's keep it really positive.
Yeah. I'm with you. Yeah. I'm with you. And the manager, some of the comments will throw the kids in and stuff. No. The couple of £1 million per place is well worth having. We're going to be up against PSR this financial year. And let's just do everything we can to mitigate that. And if we end up finishing 2 places higher than we could have done if we put our flip-flops on, that £5 million actually is really a big number for us.
Absolutely, yeah.
So let's see.
Absolutely.
Let's see. And ultimately, our drop-off, which, because we're less stressed, needs to just be less than the extra pressure they have, because they really have to win.
Yeah, they have to. They
have to force the game. They have to.
They've only got 2 home games left. Obviously, yours and Fulham last game of the season. They have got a tricky game next week against West Ham.
They need to be still in it.
Exactly, yeah.
When they go to the last
Exactly, and with Forest goes Sheffield United.
And then Burnley.
And they've got the points. Could get some point. Could get some point. I thought we'd actually know by now, John.
It's today, stroke tomorrow, isn't it?
I thought we'd know by now.
I thought so. I just said that to someone at Everton, and they said, they thought today as well, but thinking about it, it could go till tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, let's have a look. Ned's put a little stat pack together. Let's have a little look at that for the game.
Okay, it'll be all about Barkley, is it really?
So this weekend, Everton travel to Kenilworth Road to take on Luton Town in the Premier League. Is a Friday 8 p.m. kickoff. The two teams have only met once in the Premier League. That was this season. It was a 2-1 win to Luton at Goodison Park, with goal from Carlton Morris and Tom Lockyer for Luton. The last 5 games, Everton have won 4 and only lost 1, which was a 6-0 loss away at Chelsea. Whereas Luton's last 5 games, they've lost 4 and only won 1, which was at home against Bournemouth. The season so far, Everton are sitting 15th. They have had an 8-point deduction. They have won 12 games, drawn 8 and lost 15. Luton sit 18th. They have won 6, drawn 7 and lost 22 games. Luton have kept 2 clean sheets this season, whereas Everton have kept a total of 12. The top scorer between the two sides is Carlton Morris with 10 goals, and Everton's top scorer is Dominic Calvert-Lewin with 6, who is joined with Decore, who also has 6.
There you go. Good work, Ned. Good work. Well, let's have a look at Luton's team from the Wolves game. There you go. So obviously they had Carlton Morris up front, who's done brilliantly this season. Yeah, be interesting to see what happens if they do get relegated. What happens to him, whether he sticks around. He's done brilliantly.
There's going to be a few of these who think quite like the Premier League.
Chong might like the Premier League.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, they've had a lot of injuries. Lokonga, who's done really well in midfield as well. Interesting that in the last game, Townsend never actually got onto the pitch. But the one we're going to focus on is Ross Barkley. Let's just have a little look at Ross Barkley's numbers.
Gosh, look at that map.
I mean, that heat map, there's a lot of red in there, not too much in the opposition box. I thought there would have been a little bit more in the opposition box, but he's played 30 games, scored 5 goals, the next year 3.98, and that is borne out by his 4 assists. Expected goals. He's got more goals than his expected goals, and his expected assists is actually below what he has got assists.
So he's overperforming.
His expected assists are 2.59. He's done really well, hasn't he, this season? Getting a good full season in the Premier League with Luton. They took a sort of risk on him, even though I don't think he was ever a risk. He could be the difference maker in this game. He's been the difference maker, or certainly added to Luton. Is he someone, John, that if he is available at the end of the season and he is available on a free, do you think he is someone that Everton should look at?
Yeah. Because he starts in our team, doesn't he?
Do you think?
Yeah.
In whose place?
Don't know.
No, but
Decore.
Well, he could, or he could play where
because he plays 10, can't he?
But we've seen in the last few games where Andre Gomez has played as a little bit deeper on the ball. Maybe someone like Ross Barkley. I think it's definitely worth a conversation. I think
so, yeah.
I think what it's showing this season, without going overboard, by the way, his years at Chelsea have been absolutely wasted.
Totally.
Wasted. Again, picking the wrong team.
It's the latest in a long line of players that became a backwater for.
I know players do have to take their chance, and I know they're sweet-talked into these big moves. But sometimes I do feel like, no, I get the money, but they'll get money anywhere they go. Maybe not
that money.
Mega money. But sometimes you just think to yourself as a footballer, you must go somewhere and see who's playing. And I know footballers, by the way, are all about ego as well. Oh, yeah. Ego's a big thing, and they fancy themselves above other people. But surely you must look at where you are and where you could potentially go and thinking, that's not the right move for me. I really should stay where he is. And I know...
He's 30, isn't he? Now?
Yeah, it's how he left Everton was obviously very disappointing. But the time up to when he left Everton, under, you know, it was Koeman. Koeman basically said in a contract and then put him in a position where he was like, well, yeah, but someone else wants me now and they're a better team and it's going to help me win trophies. And it's not worked out the way he wanted it, but...
I was just looking. Those wasted years. FA Cup winners medal.
Yeah.
2 runners-up medals. Europa League winners medal. FIFA World Cup, Club Cup winners medal. EFL runner-up. So he's got medals.
He's got medals, but he's got the medals the same way Calvin Phillips has got medals.
By being around,
by just being around and being a good...
Played 58 times in fundamentally 5 years, 4 or 5 years. It's nothing, is it?
No, and he had also, don't forget, he had an England place as well before he went to Chelsea.
Yeah.
He was in the World Cup in 2014.
Yeah.
So he...
but yeah...
He's wasted his golden years.
His prime years were wasted. Yeah, absolutely. He's post-prime now, but he's still on it. Yeah.
So it'll be very interesting.
Reinvented himself though a little bit.
Yeah,
that heat map isn't a heat map we would ever see before, is it?
He looks more mature.
He does, yeah.
And what he's actually got is, I think, he's managed to. You see a lot of players when they finish their career going, "I did something stupid there. I should never have gone there." And then they see their career sort of peter away, like Franny Jeffers.
Yeah.
Ended up at like Sheffield Wednesday. He's still got one big opportunity, I think. Maybe not an absolute top level Premier League team,
but a couple
obviously.
Of years more in the Premier League.
But he could have an Everton. He could be at an Everton. He could be at a Fulham or a West Ham or who knows? He could be still at one of those teams. Rather than, you know, you can't see him going to. I can't imagine he's going to go out of the Premier League with Luton.
No.
I just can't see that happening. So I think he'll pick up the Premier League team. Now whether people say, well, he doesn't really suit Sean Dyche, but if Sean Dyche wants a different way of playing,
that heat map might say,
yeah,
Sean likes that heat map.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting to see how his future is. But it's going to be a tough game, of course it is. They've only got 2 home games left. It's going to be a very tough game, and Everton have got to be up for it. Obviously, just looking at our team that played on Saturday, you know, the full-back, Seamus Coleman, there's a chance he'll be back, but I can't imagine he'll change that.
Bench, won't he?
Yeah, Ashley Young, I imagine, will start. Tahi's just about to be a father, but the manager thinks he'll play. So we know where all that good work from that documentary was in went into. And Dom is available. Beto's available. So the managers, I'd start Dom personally again. And I think the rest of the team picks itself.
It does.
So I think basically it's going to be very, very similar side from what we've seen. And hopefully we're up for it. We go down, we're relaxed, but not relaxed to the point where we're a yard off. We're relaxed to the point where we can
play better.
Yeah, play a bit without that little bit of. But who knows? Maybe Everton need that edge. I don't know. They looked very relaxed at Chelsea, so we'll wait and see.
That was a
very big
tactical error, that one.
But listen, huge game.
It is.
I hope we go there and we give them absolute everything we've got, both barrels.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't want to be that. I've seen people going, I hope this happens and that happens, they get relegated. I'll be honest, may the best teams survive. It's got nothing to do with us. Let's just be the team who goes and gives the professional performance, so nobody can go, oh, you didn't try, or you did that, or can't be bothered with any of that. Let's just go and win.
And we won't even have those concerns for the last game anyway.
No, and then we can roll into next week in Sheffield United and make it a bit of a day.
Yeah, you can have a carnival.
You will, because you won't even be here.
You on the telly.
You won't even be in the country. Are you going to watch it, are you? Unlike a certain somebody.
Yeah, I go down the Celt down in downtown Orlando.
Nice.
See.
This is your last match preview for till next season.
Unlike Baz, I'll take my laptop with me, so you can zoom in or something. Yeah.
There you go. Let us know your thoughts. How do you think this one will go? Give us all your thoughts in the comment. Don't forget to give the video a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Want more great videos? Join us over on Toffee TV Premier. The link is in the description. QR codes go on the screen now. For the price of a coffee, you get a month of fantastic viewing, daily, exclusive live shows. Make sure you check that out. Thanks for watching. See you later.
Take care.